Good morning, I'm Marta Czurylowicz. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. Let's take a look at some weather events that are happening from coast to coast in our country. There's an upper level trough that's bringing with it some seasonal temperatures and it's dominating much of the east. But let's take a quick look at the west, where the risk of thunderstorms is remaining through the week. Edmonton and Prince Albert and Winnipeg, you're going to get wet as well. And the cold front, though, is bringing with it some unseasonal temperatures, so that's going to help those temperatures drop through the work week. Edmonton this afternoon 23 east, where your temperatures will be dropping as well. Pay attention to these upper level troughs, but specifically this one that's bringing with it the potential for some bizarre weather, but it's not uncommon. It's going to bring some lower than normal temperatures and lots of active weather in through the prairies, but it's this that I want you to pay attention to. Some snowfall as temperatures dip below and hover around the freezing mark for northern parts of BC.
The Office Expert.
Weather Watch continues. Good morning. Thanks for joining us on The Brief. Marta, Nicole, and Emily with you. And it's kind of an animal theme this morning.
Yes.
Because it's Wednesday. It's What Would You Do Wednesday.
Exactly.
And I think you guys are really going to appreciate this first video because it's kind of cute. Look.
Okay.
Right?
What's more adorable?
Look at him.
Who can blame him?
He's just snacking away.
We need some peanut butter in there too.
Right? Now, there are some mean little creatures, like these ones. Take a look. I can't help but laugh.
I don't know what I would do if a squirrel
funny.
came at me. What would you do?
I don't know. What would you do?
I mean, we had that article about staring down seagulls. Maybe
Yeah.
if you
You
stared
could stare
it
down a squirrel.
Like have
It
a
would go
little
the.
fight.
Well, you know what's so funny is that it's just when you think of a New Yorker, you think of an aggressive person, Type A personality. The squirrels are also New Yorkers.
They're adapting their
100%.
personalities for sure.
Okay, switching gears a little bit. I think we'd all be a little bit frightened of the squirrel. This is something that we might be incredibly scared of. Did you hear the beep? The person in the car. Beep, beep, beep. Obviously
love how
saying something inappropriate.
They didn't have the window up at first, and then like,
No,
oh,
they
good.
rolled it up, yeah.
I would freak out.
I would stay in the
But
car
they
as
were
well.
in the car.
They
That's
did the right thing.
perfect view of the bears.
No, I'd still freak out. Bears scare me.
Yeah, they
do.
terrify me as well.
I can't help it. Okay, we would love to hear from you on The Brief. You can always send us a tweet at Weather Network on Twitter. Your locals start now. Welcome to the Morning Brief. Thanks for joining us. Emily, Nicole, and Marta with you. And we've been worried about mosquitoes all the time. We always worry about not only just getting bit and having the itch, but the disease that they can carry. And unfortunately, a case of West Nile has been located in the city of Toronto.
The results are in, and Toronto Public Health has now confirmed the first human case of West Nile virus in 2019 for the city.
I never wear bug spray.
No.
Do you?
No, I don't. Because it, you know,
Never. I hate the way it smells.
it smells, and then it also has issues because it can be toxic.
Yeah,
and
it's like greasy.
But what's scary is that you don't even know necessarily that you've been bitten.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you have symptoms a little bit later, you don't know if they're necessarily associated with West Nile.
You think you might just have the flu or a
Yeah,
headache
yeah.
or oof. It is very scary. So yeah, we should not take our own advice, or we should take someone else's
Yes.
advice and wear bug spray because
spray, for sure.
clearly the three of us might get the disease. No, I'm just kidding, we won't, but you never know. All right, let's take a look at what's happening weather-wise across the country. We do have Sunday. I can't wait.
And hey, the CNE starts on Friday in Toronto,
my
which
God.
is kind of a sign that the summer is
Summer's
winding
over.
up. PNE also starting this week, so
Yeah.
it's.
There's
Guys,
a lot going on.
It's my birthday on Friday.
Oh.
Is it really?
Are you gonna
have
be
a
working?
CNE birthday.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I was going to say, because we love doing cake here.
We
So
do.
we could certainly
Maybe
get
I'll
you one
pop
of
by
those.
and drop some off for you guys.
Summer baby.
All right. Well, we'd love to hear from you. If you want to connect with us in any way, you can send us a tweet at Weather Network on Twitter.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Nicole Karkic, and we're here with Marta this morning. She's one of our new on-air presenters. Maybe you've seen her. She's been on air a few times, and I'm going to let Marta tell you her last name.
It's Czurylowicz. It's really hard. It seems easy, rolls off the tongue. You'll get used to it.
I'll get it. All right, we're going to give you the weather right now. And for the west, Marta, we do have showers and thunderstorms creeping in through today, in through the foothills, and then this is going to cause rain showers today and into tomorrow as well.
Definitely some unsettled weather in through the prairies, and the risk is here through the southern part of the foothills, and that's where we can see some of that heavy rainfall, large hail, and strong wind gusts.
Exactly through today, and anywhere marked in yellow could see that risk as well. Rainfall is going to be heaviest over the next few days, really in the north, so you can see are the darker greens, but just this trough is bringing continuous active weather. And while temperatures have kind of been going up and down this week through parts of the prairies. By Friday, we really dipped down to temperatures that are not very August-like.
No, but those temperatures dipping down can bring some bizarre weather.
Absolutely, yeah. Cold enough that as we go even farther north, there will be snow. Now, this is in higher elevations and not a, very populated area, but nonetheless, Saturday into Sunday, some heavy snow. So just a sign of things to come, really.
I mean, it's bizarre, but it's not uncommon up there.
Not uncommon. Now, what is really nice is this. Temperatures today in Ontario due east, Marta.
Closer to seasonal temperatures, 24 degrees in Toronto, 24 in Ottawa, 27 in Windsor, so definitely hot, but not as humid today as it might feel a little later in the week.
Exactly. As the weekend goes on, the humidity builds back in. So getting a little bit thick Saturday into Sunday. You can see here, anywhere marking this orange-ish colors where we're showing you where we're seeing a little bit more humidity. So feeling like 34 in Toronto on Saturday, that's going to feel a little uncomfortable for some.
And 36 in Windsor, so that's definitely a little bit sticky for those in extreme southwestern Ontario by the weekend.
Exactly. Now it's time for Share Your Weather. Picked up 60 millimeters of rain. That's really clearing out, so you got a nice forecast by the afternoon. But how about, speaking of nice, this photo I found on our website, theweathernetwork.com, near Purdue, Saskatchewan. And the viewer who sent this in said the turtles are suntanning in BC.
They're having fun for sure.
Slapping on the
Definitely soaking
sunscreen.
up the I wish I was there with them, right?
You can send your photos to theweathernetwork.com.
I'm Marta Czurylowicz. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network, and I'm joined by Dr. Doug Gillum, who has a little bit more about what we can expect for the last 2 weeks of summer. It doesn't look like there's much heat across the country.
No, there isn't, and temperatures are fairly balanced across the country on Friday, but some changes on the way. We're going to see the heat building from the Great Lakes into the east, but some cooler weather into the west. This system bringing some widespread rain and thunderstorms. And note this rain into the foothills and into southern Alberta. That could continue into Saturday morning. Could even see some snow in the southern Rockies. And speaking of snow, we could see significant snow this weekend in northern BC.
Snow?
Yes.
Oh
It's
my
not
God.
unheard of. It's certainly unwelcome. And we're not just talking in the mountains. We could even see some accumulation to lower elevations.
Oh my gosh, that's definitely something people don't want to
No.
hear. What about looking into Sunday though?
Well, that snow will continue into Sunday, and then our focus shifts to the threat for thunderstorms from the Great Lakes into southern Quebec. It's not going to be a washout this weekend, but the heat and humidity building. Temperatures approaching 30 degrees, and note the contrast in temperatures, only 8 in Whitehorse.
I was just going to say it's like a complete opposite.
And so not only are the temperatures on the increase, but the tropical humidity surges into this region as well. The humidex approaching 40 on Sunday in southern Ontario, upper 30s, Ottawa, Montreal. Now it's more comfortable into Atlantic Canada.
What about that 40 though? That's not something we've seen quite
I've
often.
only seen that a couple times this summer, so we're going to really feel summer as we get into the second half of the month.
Thanks, Doug.